Hey folks, it's Tim, back with another flashlight review. Today I'm pretty psyched to be doing one of ThruNite's latest release. This is of the TN36, featuring 3 MKR emitters, pumping out a total of about 6,500 lumens. Now as you can see, it did arrive in this box, cardboard, pretty much very nondescript. Doesn't even feature any of the specs on here. It does have the barcode, and this one does say that it's the neutral white version, because there is also a cool white version as well. This did come taped both sides. Pop that open. Got the instruction manual. Have the MKR itself with a holster. And then, oh look, some chiclets. Okay, and also a bag of 2 spare black O-rings and 2 spare clear, or actually that's 1 giant clear O-rings, which I assume goes underneath the lens. Also, there's a, looks like a translucent button cover, which I assume that you could probably replace the original one with, but I'll get into that when I get into the full review. This actually won't be a full review, it's just going to cover off very quickly a unboxing, quick facts about the light that you need to know, as well as some lumens comparison. So removing the TN36 from its bag, the thing that immediately strikes me is just how small it is. I mean, again, I've had other lights in similar form factors like the TM11, the TM26, as well as the Sunwayman's T60CS. They're all about the same ballpark for triple emitter lights, but this, again, just the fact that, again, it covers an output of 6,500 lumens via the 3 MKRs. Now, for those not familiar with that, this emitter, this is basically, I guess you could say, kind of like an evolution of Cree's MCE, which is a quad dye emitter, and here's a close-up of that. Now, right off the bat, I could tell you this much. Let's just set expectations correctly. So no matter what, I'm a human being, right? If I review stuff, if I particularly like something, it's going to come through in my reviews. I mean, no matter what, I always am dedicated to being objective, but still, the human side of me gets excited about certain products. This is one of them because of the fact that I currently have nothing in my arsenal even close to this. The closest one would be the TM26 that pumps out 3,500 lumens, but that is a combined sort of a thrower slash flutter. This one, on the other hand, is just a complete flood monster. Now previously, Nitecore's TM11 took the king of crown for the flood monster. It had featured 3 XML emitters that were pretty much, very shallowly recessed into a, what I would like to call the triflector, but they were smooth triflectors. So this combined still emitted a pretty decent hotspot, but had a very floody beam profile, albeit with some artifacts because of the overlapping reflectors there. This, on the other hand, has a orange peel reflector. Let me get a close up of that. The TN36, on the other hand, features 4 MKR emitters. As you can see, these are far larger than the XMLs. They were meant to be, much wider angle. That, coupled with a shallow reflector and heavily orange peeled, gives it just a pure flood. So let me just give you a quick comparison here. You can see the TM11 on my left there, and you can see the angle of the TN36. I mean, wow, that is like almost 160 degrees roughly. So guess what? I didn't go 20 minutes into a review without turning on the flashlight. Haha. Anyway, so some quick facts to know about this light is that it comes with a battery carrier. These batteries are arranged in 4S1P, which means 4 in series, 1 in parallel. And what that basically means in layman terms is that you cannot use anything less than 4 batteries, because if you're missing one, it breaks the connection. Unlike, say, the Nite i30, which was actually in a 2S2P, which means 2 in series, 2 in parallel. So you could actually, if you wanted to, use just 2 batteries, or take, for instance, the Nitecore TM11 or TM26. Those are all in 4P1S. So those are actually 4 in parallel, which means you could use any of 1 to 4 cells. But again, if you're considering this light, you must purchase 4 decent batteries, and that puts out a total of like 4.2 times 6, where you're roughly in the neighborhood of 17 volts. So hopefully the current draw won't be too bad, but I'll get into that later on. Some other quick facts you should know about this light is that there are a total of 5 output levels, although 2 of them are hidden. So there is a firefly mode, or what they call moonlight mode, a low, medium, high, and then last but not least, a turbo. All of these are accessed through the side switch, and when you turn on the switch, it typically goes through low, medium, high. So right now I had last memorized that low. I do have the camera intentionally underexposed due to the high level of output, so you'll be able discern the differences between these levels. Then if you press and hold, it would cycle through the modes. Medium, then high. Press it to turn off, and as you can see, it memorizes the last used mode. Now from an off state, if you press and hold this button, it would then enter the Firefly mode. Then last but not least, to access Turbo, you would just double press the switch quickly twice. And then again for the strobe mode. And last but not least, the side switch has a blue LED in there that indicates during normal operation that the batteries are okay, and when it turns red, that's an indication that your batteries are low and you should recharge them. That concludes this quick video. I'll be doing a deep dive of the TN36 in the coming weeks. And again, if you like my videos, please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again for watching. As part of FTC disclosures, the TN36 as well as the TN3400 batteries used within were provided by ThruNite for review.